welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back.
So, last episode, y'all saw us in Moab, and we went to Canyonlands. This episode, we are still in Moab, but we're going to Arches National Park this time. Right now, actually at this moment though, and I need to say this because I often get in comments people asking if we're still where the video was done, when they watched the video, and we're not. The channel runs behind by several weeks, and it's done that way because the footage just keeps coming, and we can't do the video like
On site.
weekly.
Yeah, or on site.
So it runs behind. So when I always respond, no, we're gone, please don't get offended, because we usually are gone. So since this episode, we have been,
Oh boy.
we've been in another place in Utah. We've been to Arizona. We got pushed out of Arizona. We got blown out of Arizona.
Literally.
We were in Camp Meade in Lake Mead in Nevada. We were in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we're at our second stop in California. So that's how far behind the channel runs. So we're not blowing you off when I say I'm gone. We're gone.
Yeah. It's just that we're moving a little bit fast.
Yeah.
Faster than we could actually get the videos
Yeah,
done.
so this is Las Vegas, we were there for a couple of weeks, which was great. It gave us time to relax and breathe.
Yeah.
But this episode, like I said, we're still in Moab. But let me first say this. Thank you to Kevin and Shari. We had a good time.
Yes.
Boondocking.
It was our first time actually boondocking, and I was really, really worried about, not having the resources we need for electric and all water and all that stuff. But
And it all worked out really well.
it all worked out well.
Yeah.
I didn't have to worry about it.
And we had a wonderful time. Then after we left Arches, we went down into the city of Moab.
Yes.
And it was I really liked the city of Moab.
Yeah, it's a nice cozy town where you can walk up and down the street to see everything. They have a lot of souvenirs and things if you're into that, for your family and friends.
Yeah.
Food, just about anything you could want, being a tourist visiting, they were prepared for you, so to speak.
And it is definitely set up for tourism, from all the service stations, and it is definitely set up for RVers.
Yes, it is.
Just about all the service stations there have dump and water,
And it's free.
and it's free. So
Yes.
some are just totally free, and some is free if you buy something else or if you get fuel.
Yeah. And I think that because a lot of the land there is the BLM, the Bureau of Land Management land, where people boondock and they don't want to travel carrying all that water.
Yeah.
So when they get to these places, they not only do these people give them free water and allow them to use the dump, but these people buy their fuel there.
Yeah.
Go inside and they, buy things from the store while they're there. So why not do it all at one spot?
And that's a good point. That's actually a good point because there, like you said, there's a lot of BLM land there, and they make it so people can come in and camp.
Exactly.
And not have to travel hundreds of miles with a full tank. Like we would have had to travel a lot of miles with 93 gallons of fresh water.
Yeah. And in prime example of that, right, out on the main highway, there was a campground, an actual campground there.
Mm-hmm.
And they did not have any water free. Not the campground itself, but there was a store that was in front of the campground.
Yeah.
And it was a gas station and a store. they didn't have anything for the RVers. So where would the RVers prefer to go? Where they have access to be able to drive in, because
Yeah.
we're big, we're pretty big, and we were able to drive in with no problem. They had it set up where that dump station was in a clear spot so that any size RV could get there, and the potable water was in a clear area on another side that it was clear for anybody in a big RV to get in there.
And that was Mavericks.
Yes.
That was Maverick. Now, whenever I go, just a little side note, whenever we go and get fuel, if we have to go, when we're not attached to the RV, we go into these little places and they offer, discounts if you get the app, sign up for this, sign up for that. You know what? I sign up.
He signed up for everything.
Every
Anybody give us 2 cents off on that fuel, we're signing up.
Yeah, I get that app, I sign up, and I get those pennies that they add up. And back to that campground, I'll drop a note with the name of that campground that was behind that Chevron station.
Yes.
Where Kevin dented his truck.
Because it was too tight
Yeah.
in there.
But we went in there and asked them about a dump station. Remember?
Right.
And they didn't even have a dump station, nor would they allow anyone to come in and dump.
Right.
Now,
He said because if they allow one person, they'd have to let other people do it. So they just not going to let anybody dump.
And even if they charge $10, to be honest with you, when we came off of that mountain,
Yes.
I would have paid $10 to dump at that Chevron station as opposed to driving all the way back into town.
About 10 miles in.
And then having to drive that same route
Distance
back out when we left.
When we were right there at their place. But they're not prepared for that. So guess what? Just like us and our friends and I'm sure other people, when we get out there, instead of making the left to go to them, they make that right to go to someone else.
And all they have to do is block off a campsite for it.
Yeah, that's all.
To make it, block off a campsite and call it a dump station.
Yeah.
But anyway, I digress. So we went into the city and we had lunch at Zach's. And we had those really good kosher fried pickles.
Yes.
Yeah. They were good. Minnie had
that was our first time ever having the pickles fried
kosher
in spears. Though.
Yeah.
They were fried in spears instead of cut up in like the cucumber rings, so to speak. But
and they were kosher.
Yeah.
As
they were
opposed
good.
to dill pickles.
Yeah, they were pretty good.
I think going forward frying pickles.
That
I
was
think I'll be frying
matter
kosher.
of fact, those were the best fried pickles that I've had so far.
Yeah, me too. So, and then we went, after Minnie got her cowgirl hat, we went and got ice cream, took the kids to get ice cream.
Yes.
And then we went to the Moab food truck park or whatever it was called.
We didn't buy anything.
No,
but
we didn't buy
We
coffee.
kind of spotted it walking around. So they have an area in which all their food trucks are set up. And it's set up for them because they have the picnic tables and everything for the people if they walk in. It said food truck.
Pretty cool. Y'all see.
So, yeah.
So then after that, we made it on back and had dinner and boogied.
Yep.
And moved on to the next.
Moved on back. Went on back to the...
Which y'all will see next episode.
Yes.
But we will be gone from here by the time that one come out. No, we won't. No, we won't.
I don't know. It depends
No,
on how
we'll still
fast
be
he's
here.
working. I'll give him a break and stay out the way.
So, yeah, and that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. It's almost like this stuff was built.
Well, it was. Well, yeah.
By time. Alright, so it's a little rainy right now. And well, it's a lot of rainy right now. We're at Balanced Rock. And we're going to take a walk over near it. Minnie decided to stay at the Welcome Center because she gets anxiety over the heights on the edge. It was just a short drive where you had to look over an edge, and it wasn't even a high ledge, but it was short. And now we're at all balanced, level ground. So it would have been cool. The good thing about it is not a lot of people are out here. But, it just sucks because it's raining. On our last day. Can't even tell y'all how cold it is right now. I think it's gonna be the last time I get out. It's cold. Like I said, Kennedy can handle it though.
Let this suck the energy out you. So hope she sleep on the drive home.
This is one of the windows I'm gonna make my way up to. It's stopped raining, still a little bit cold, but it's decent. See how far I can make it up there. South window's that way, and the primitive trail is that way, which goes to the parking lot. So I think I'm going on the primitive trail. They'll be there at the truck when I get there. I have the key. It's unfortunate that it's starting to rain again, and unfortunately it's cold. But I'm not gonna let that mind. I wanted to see how far I can climb up to the arch. Nobody here to tell me not to. But it's some crazy rocks there. I'm gonna try and catch this primitive trail. See if I can find the head to the primitive trail. I think that might be it over here. Yeah, it looks like I found a path here. Don't quite know yet for sure. Saw some rocks lying. Looks like it was making a path. So the primitive trail was just taking too long. So I just went ahead and climbed up through that arch right there. I couldn't run the camera because I had to put it in my pocket because I needed my hands. But it was a fun climb. I'm gonna head back to the truck, see if everyone's there waiting on me. Because that primitive trail is just not marked off. Otherwise it wouldn't be so primitive. But you could easily get lost if you don't have a map. I didn't have a map. And I was actually behind that spire right there. I was behind that right there. while I was on the trail, and I don't think that's what was supposed to happen. I see Kevin coming up here, so he might be looking for me. What up? You looking for me?
That other one.
Huh?
They want to go all into that other one.
Okay. Dude, I came around and I was looking for the primitive trail. And I was on it for a while. And then before you know it, I was over behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to come back up, and climb through that arch.
Yeah, you tripping.
Okay.
I stick to the paved, clearly marked.
Unfortunately, I didn't have, I had to use my hands to climb.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So I couldn't record it with the GoPro. But
No, we
it's pretty cool.
Down to that one. So
Okay.
it wasn't bad. Had like an echo for the kids.
Oh, y'all walked over there though?
Yeah.
Y'all did it? Good.
They went over there yelling and screaming so they can hear the echo.
Yeah. I need to get rid of this vest.
Yeah, it warmed up a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah. Hopefully the ground will be nice and dry when we get back.
Yeah,
So
right.
when we pull out, nobody gets stuck. We're at Panorama Point right now. It's a big hole in the ground.
Find the moment and make it. Write your headline and raise it to the sky. No one else can create it. Take your banner and raise it to the sky.
Made it back to the visitor center. Now I'm gonna go in here and find my wife, let her know what an amazing time we had at the trail. Or up in the arches. Hey.
Y'all had a good time?
Yeah.
I feel good.
It was good. It was awesome. It was
Welcome back.
awesome.
We made it.
Happy. I'm happy. Y'all had fun? All right. Brave one, brave one, brave one.
Anything else?
Oh, I didn't know. It's not just like the other stores.
Be what you wanna be. Do what you wanna do. And if it sets you free.
So, we've had fried dill pickles before, but here at Zach's, they have fried kosher pickles, and they're like fries.
They're in strips.
Yeah, they're in
They
strips.
are delicious.
They are awesome.
Moment and make it. Write your headline and raise it to the sky. No one else can create it. Take your banner and raise it to the sky. There's only one way out. Inside a prison view. 10 whispers or a shout. Gunpowder if it's true. Smoke before the fire. No one else can slay the dragon sleeping inside of you. Find the moment and make it. Write your headline and raise it to the sky. No one else can create it. Take your banner and raise it to the sky.
So we're getting ready to have some hot wings and start a fire, and we're gonna get on the road.
Okay.
Go ahead. You
I
want
just wanted to say something.
Mm-hmm.
So about the arches, Benny went. He enjoyed himself, and the friends went and enjoyed themselves. I kind of hung back because of the initial steep ride up. I didn't know that later it would level out, but I was fine with that. I was glad that they enjoyed themselves and had a good time, and I was there waiting for them when they got back.
And about that, right? Minnie gets a little anxiety, you know, when we're coming through the mountains and all you can see is the edge, or the road is kind of close to the edge. That rumbling you hear is the wind that I said I could do without, if you can hear that.
Wow.
Hear it? So, if that's the case, guys, don't feel bad about that. Like Minnie opted not to go up there. She thought I might be, you know, felt some kind of way, but I didn't, because I understand I'm not going to push her through that situation. And if you're with someone, you have someone who feels that way, don't push them through that into that situation, because it just makes no sense. It makes for a bad time for both of y'all, you know. So she did what she felt was right, and I let her do it. And I went up and I took some video of the arches, and
I'll get to see it later.
she'll get to see it, you know. And funny story, I decided while we were up there to take a primitive trail back down to the parking lot, and when I got behind one of the arches, I lost the trail, you know. So I ended up having to climb up the back of one of the arches. I didn't have my camera going because I needed both hands to climb. And one lady turned around and saw my head pop up, and she was like, "Oh, where'd you come from?" This is the only way I knew how to get back to the front. So yeah, it was fun. I had a good time. We're gonna go ahead and get dinner going. They got a little fire going out there, and we are gonna get on the road. And
Early in the morning?
we're heading to, we'll still be in Utah. We're going to some place called Alton, Utah, and that's Camp Lutherwood is where we'll be at. That's near Bryce and Zion, Grand Staircase, and all that. So we will hopefully be getting to see those things and letting y'all see them with us. So until we talk to y'all again, bon voyage, safe journeys, and we'll see y'all on the road.
Find the moment and make it. Write your headline and raise it to the sky. No one else can create it. Take your banner and raise it to the sky.
I'm controlling the video.
That's the problem.
No, that's what I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
Thank you to Kevin and Shari,
Yes.
you know, for the good time that we had.
Their parents and Kevin's parents, and we enjoyed the kids as well.
They weren't in Moab.
Oh, never mind. I messed that up, didn't I? That
That's
was
all right.
we got to Vegas.
No, we're not in Vegas yet.